Hi, this is Ryan Brown for mockquestions.com. In this video, we'll discuss 5 consultant interview questions from our website. We'll go over each question and some advice on how to answer them, along with an answer example. Afterwards, if you found this video helpful, please like and share. That would mean a lot to us. Okay, let's get started. Question number 1. Why are you interested in joining our company as a consultant? This question is asked in nearly every structured job interview. The interviewer might also frame this question as, why do you want to join our team? What interests you most about our company? Why did you apply to this role? Why do you want to work here? When you craft your response, keep in mind that the interviewer wants to see evidence of a few factors. You have enthusiasm and interest in the role and company. You believe in the company's mission and values. You are ready to make a specific contribution. You see a strong match between the job and your career goals. Take your time to research the organization and the position for which you are interviewing. This way, you can match your skills and desires to the needs of the hiring company. Here is our answer example. I've grown a great deal in my current role as a training consultant. Over the past 3 years, I've gravitated toward leadership, development, and succession planning. However, my current agency does not have the client base to support this niche. After performing a lot of research on consulting agencies in our area, I discovered that this agency could use the skills I have been developing. Considering my leadership and succession knowledge, you'll quickly find that I have a keen ability to work alongside and train your clients' top-level employees professionally and effectively. My experiences in both healthcare and manufacturing will fit well with your client base here as well. Question number 2. How do you go about defining the scope of a project? One of the most important responsibilities of a consultant is to determine the scope of a project before jumping in. If this planning isn't done correctly, it can negatively impact the project's budget, resource usage, and timeline. Explain to the interviewer what techniques you use to define a project scope and how this planning adds to your success when consulting. Here is our answer example. Project scope is one of the first things I do when I approach a new consulting opportunity. I know from experience that proper planning impacts everything. If a project is not well defined, it might run way over budget, go over deadline, or even fail. I start by working with my team to identify the client's primary goals and objectives. Once we've established the core objectives, we ensure that the goals are achievable, measurable, specific, and realistic. We also consider the end user and factor in the outcomes or objectives that need to be presented to ensure complete satisfaction. We consider the constraints and obstacles that exist and how we can overcome them. In the end, I assign resources, establish a reasonable timeline, and create a budget for the project. Question number 3. If you had unlimited funds to build your own business, what would you do? This question presents an excellent opportunity to think creatively. Let your mind wander as you think about starting a business without the constraints of a budget. The interviewer can learn something new and memorable about you from the way you answer this question. Avoid answers that would include building a consulting business that competes with a hiring company. Here is our answer example. If I had an unlimited budget to build my own business, I would open up a not-for-profit community center that offered inexpensive childcare, adult education classes, and life skills programs for at-risk youth. I am passionate about poverty alleviation and see a strong need for programs that meet these particular challenges in our region. Question number 4. As our consultant, you will work alongside high-level executives and leaders. What experience do you have working with C-level professionals? Consultants often work on projects alongside directors, CEOs, CFOs, CIOs, and high-level stakeholders. The interviewer wants to hear that you are comfortable working with high-level leadership. Provide examples of your previous exposure to working with C-suite executives and other key stakeholders. Be sure to include details of how you approach communicating with these leaders to ensure a successful working relationship and project outcome. Throughout my career as a consultant, I have been fortunate to have the opportunity to work with professionals at all organizational levels. I believe that working effectively with anyone requires a personal touch and a respectful approach. Whether I work with frontline sales staff or members of the C-suite, I take the time to get to know the person, the goals of their role, and how I can best add value to these goals. This approach has helped me build long-lasting relationships with numerous colleagues, clients, and leaders. Question number 5. What would you do if a client was unhappy with the project's end result? There will be times when a client isn't happy with certain aspects or outcomes of a project. As a consultant, you can minimize this likelihood by maintaining open communication lines throughout your project's duration. However, despite your diligence, issues can still squeak by from time to time. Explain to the interviewer how you would react if a client expressed dissatisfaction with your work's outcome. Emphasize how important your client's satisfaction is to you. Provide details regarding the actions you would take to troubleshoot and solve the issue. If you have encountered this situation in the past, consider providing a story-based example to support your approach. Not long ago, I managed a project to implement a new CMS system for my client's sales team. The system was meant to allow the sales team to gain more cross-sell opportunities. In this scenario, the sales director was the client who I aimed to satisfy. I continually checked in with him throughout the project, which paid off because we caught a problem early. We were planning to roll out the new software during a busy selling period. After realizing this timeline wasn't ideal, we worked together to pick another rollout time. In the end, the sales director was happy with the result. However, this was only because we caught and fixed the error early on. If he hadn't been happy with the outcome, I would have met with him, listened, and put together an action plan to fix the core issue. I strive to leave my clients 100% satisfied every time. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could like or comment below. Thanks again, and we hope you stick around to watch more interview practice videos from us.